this is Ankit from SAP Concur localization team.
Hi, I am Sonam.
In this video, we'll be providing an overview of taxability and deductibility service. So what is employee taxability? In a number of countries, certain allowances or expenses are deemed to be tax-free. Any payment made over and above these tax-free threshold is subject to income tax for an employee. What is corporate deductibility? In a number of countries, certain expenses are deductible from corporation tax. The Taxability and Deductibility Service facilitates the calculation for taxable, non-taxable, deductible, and non-deductible amounts based on the expense report. The service also provides the feature for company administrator to create configuration and modify the same accordingly. Administrator Configuration UI provides the option to configure expenses or allowances relevant for taxability and deductibility per country. It is highly configurable. It is possible to configure based on policies, validity period, domestic or foreign expense, taxability and deductibility calculation based on limit type such as threshold, percentage, fixed amount, etc., and limit by values per receipt and daily expense types. There are some country specific requirements that are also supported by the service and in addition to the general taxability and deductibility requirements. For example, in Germany for corporate deductibility, domestic client entertainment expenses get split into 70% tax deductible and 30% non-tax deductible. It is supported using limit type, percentage and limit by per receipt option. In Italy for employee taxability, incidental expenses without receipts can be reimbursed up to a daily limit. Any amount the company reimburses above the daily limit is taxable to the user. It is supported using limit type, threshold and limit by daily option. Then there is travel allowance taxability. It is supported using travel allowance configuration. For example, in Germany, travel allowances paid above the government tax-free limit get split into three values for employee income tax reporting. It is supported using flat rate taxable calculation option.
Next feature in taxability and deductibility service is calculations. Taxability and deductibility service calculates taxable, non-taxable, deductible, non-deductible amounts based on the configurations. Taxability and deductibility service calculate the split amount on these allowances, expenses and report the same. When an employee creates an expense report, the employee can navigate to on-demand taxation summary screen to check the split amount for the relevant expenses. Once the expense report is submitted, based on the workflow configuration, there can be one or more approvers who need to approve the report and expense processors who needs to process the report. Expense approver and processor can also navigate to on-demand taxation summary screen to check the split amount for relevant expenses. Once the report is approved by processor, it goes to prepayment validation, where it posts the calculated data to the system. Once the calculated amount is stored, workflow triggers the payment process. If report is rejected by the processor, it will go back to the employer. Our next feature is SAP Payroll Integration with Taxability and Deductibility. It allows customers to reimburse to their employees automatically without any manual intervention. It allows automatic deduction of non-reimbursable expenses raised by the employees. When payroll is used for payment, in case of taxable amount, it gets displayed on the pay slip so that employee can submit the same to tax authority. The payroll integration allows customer to transfer reimbursable amount along with taxability data to their SAP payroll system as a method to reimburse their employees for approved business expenses. Customers must use the SAP integration with Concur solutions to use payroll integration feature. The payroll integration supports customers who have integrated SAP Concur expenses professional edition with one of the following financial systems: SAP ECC 6.0 or higher, S4HANA and S4HANA Cloud. I hope this video is informative. Thanks for watching.